Welcome to Friends and Fiction. 4 New York Times bestselling authors, endless stories. Novelists Mary Kay Andrews, Kristin Harmel, Kristy Woodson Harvey, and Patti Callahan Henry are 4 longtime friends with more than 70 published books between them. Together, they host Friends and Fiction, with author interviews and fascinating insider talk about publishing and writing, to highlight and support independent bookstores. They discuss the books they've written, the books they're reading now, and the art of storytelling. If you love books and you're curious about the writing world, you're in the right place. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Friends and Fiction Show. I'm Kristin Harmel.
I'm Patti Callahan Henry.
I'm Mary Kay Andrews.
I'm Kristy Woodson Harvey.
I'm Meg Walker.
And I'm best-selling author Shawn Hedinger. I get that now, right? You just hand it to me. I actually have to for it. I don't.
Yeah, I mean, but both of you, we've just conferred the status upon the two of you, absolutely, by association. All right, everyone out there, this is Friends and Fiction just 4 New York Times bestselling authors and the stories to support independent bookstores, authors, and readers like you.
Tonight's a really special episode, but if you're not with us already, we hope you'll join our Facebook group, which is more than 370,000 members strong. We'd also like to invite you to follow us on Instagram and YouTube and to subscribe to our Substack newsletter, which is full of awesome bonus content. You can find out more about our community and everything we have to offer at friendsandfiction.com.
You might also notice that for this casual Just Us episode, we're joined by 2 of our favorite people in the Friends of Fiction community and outside the Friends of Fiction community. Our director, Meg Walker, and our behind-the-scenes producer and sometimes cabana boy, Shawn Hedinger. And there's a very good reason for this. Shawn, as you might know, is a very talented musician who just announced that he has a new album dropping in October, but the first single from the album is out this week on March 20th, which is also Patti's birthday, and this is how she'll be celebrating. So, Shawn, can you tell us a little bit about it?
Yeah, thank you so much for having me on. I'm like flattered. You guys are the best. You know, I love you. Basically, I knew it was Peach's birthday, and I wanted to do something special. So I wrote a song. Yeah. No, I went through a divorce in the last couple of years, and you guys were a big part of that process, and you've seen the whole process. And I did document that process in an album called
Wait, we weren't part of it as in we caused it.
We ruined his marriage.
The affairs we all had with you.
We are not the plaintiff. We are not the plaintiff.
Song for Patti. We're a huge part of the divorce.
This has gone off the rails real quick. Let's bring it back in. No, you guys were my friend group helping me through it, and
there you go.
it was very but yeah, I have a new album coming out called Exit Interview. It's you get the pun on that. It comes out in October, but the first single, me and my assistant ChatGPT came out with a 47-week release strategy. So every there's a new single, and I do love ChatGPT to be my assistant, not to replace me, but to be my assistant. I do like it. So we're starting with the first single, "Memory from a Dream," which is kind of like an eternal sunshine from the spotless mind. If you've ever seen that movie, it's like my favorite movie. It's kind of like wanting that like erase button, just get those memories gone.
Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah.
I love it.
Okay, Shawn. Well, on the show, we always ask about where the books come from, their origin story. And I guess you just did tell us about the origin.
Yeah.
And you also told us what it's really about, right?
Well, I think what it really became about subconsciously was me trying to rediscover my pop songcraft writing. I'd kind of taken a break for a couple years to do film score stuff, writing for those kind of projects, not writing for myself. So it was part that, and then partially an excuse to get together with some of my musician friends here to get them to collaborate and resurrect some friendships at a time in my life when I needed them.
Beautiful.
I bet it was super cathartic too to write this, like a breakup album. Anyway,
You have no idea.
you bled onto the page. I love it.
Well, the thing is, I didn't want to like have my knives out. Like, I'm not coming after my ex. It's more about internally.
Yeah,
This
I love
process.
that.
Yeah.
All right,
Also,
Shawn,
Exit
here.
Interview is a brilliant book title. Can dibs?
Yeah, right.
Brilliant book title, Shawn.
It is. It's a great title.
All right,
Better
Shawn,
than the first one I had, which I was going to call it Phil Collins' divorce album, as an ode to one of my favorite albums, and he's actually right back here. But anyways, I wish people talk me off that ledge.
all right, Shawn, where can we find your single? Where can everyone listen to it?
Well, on Patty's birthday, you can find it on Spotify, Apple, Amazon, wherever you listen to music, it will be there. And my artist name is Memory with 2 Y's. And people say why, and I go exactly. Terrible joke. I'm still doing that. Oh God. But yeah, no, it'll be out everywhere. Yep.
Perfect.
Awesome.
So I want to know how to pre-order the album, but also you did a hilarious and really cool kind of reintroduction of yourself on Instagram, where you talk about why you made this album and you tell a Snoop Dogg story. I'm hoping you can tell that to us right now before you tell us how to pre-order the album.
Well, I don't know how to pre-order the album yet. I think I think the way that it works is 6 weeks before it goes live in October, I'll have a pre-save link, and then I'll
it drops.
blast that out. But yeah, no, you can't make up the Snoop Dogg thing. It was the day the crap hit the fan. I threw all my stuff in a suitcase. I kissed my kids goodbye. I'm driving with tears down my face to a hotel, and I'm like about to get on this hotel elevator. It's like packed with people. I don't want to be around people. I'm just like, oh, I'm just in my own emotion. And so I casually wait out, and the elevator doors shut. And I go, finally, not the elevator. I get on the next one, and the doors are shutting, and this giant hand reaches out to stop the boys. And this like giant bouncer guy's like, come on. And I'm like, uh-oh, what's happening? And Snoop Dogg comes on the elevator with me. And I was like, what the hell?
That is so great.
I was like, I just cried in my car 20 minutes ago, and now I'm with Snoop Dogg, and I'm like, I have to say something to him. Like, I cannot not say something to him. So I became somehow the most awkward human being. I became the whitest man alive, and I was like, hey, big fan, And then he was like, appreciate you. He didn't even look. He just kept looking straight. He goes, appreciate you. And I'm like, oh my God, I'm blowing this. And so as I'm getting off, because I think I was only on the 2nd floor, 3rd floor, so it was a really brief thing. Like, I hope you have fun in Albuquerque. Like super awkward. And then he looked at me and he goes, thank you, or whatever. That was it. The story does go on a little bit. I don't want to get too far out the rails here. My friend got me the discount at the hotel because he worked for the hotel. I forget what he did. And so I met him at the lobby bar, and I was like, you'll never guess who I met. He goes, is it Snoop Dogg? Because I got a selfie with him. And he shows me this selfie. And I'm like, what? I didn't think of a selfie. And he's like, it's okay. I'm going to be selling him weed all trip. I was like, nice. What? He's like, it's legal here, but okay. He goes, we're going to get you to meet Mr. Snoop tonight, which didn't happen. So I'll try to wrap it up. But while I'm out, like getting drinks with this guy and another friend, Snoop must have called him like 3 more times for delivery after delivery after delivery. We're like, he's living up to his reputation.
Yeah. That is amazing.
Yes. Yeah.
Oh my God.
I love the elevator story. It's like this Friends episode with Chandler when he gets trapped in there with Kathy Ireland. You guys remember that one?
Yes.
Oh. So
if only you had been trapped in there with him, right?
Joan Goodacre. What's her name in the show? Joan?
Oh, yeah. He didn't call her. Yeah. Oh, Jill.
Is it Jill Goodacre?
Goodacre. Is she the one who married Harry Connick Jr.?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Wow.
She's so
All
pretty.
right.
Anyway.
Yeah. But Shawn, wait real quick. Okay. So that's on your Instagram. Tell everybody your Instagram handle so they can go watch these hilarious things.
Oh, thanks. It's Memory Music. Again, Memory with 2 Y's music. That's my Instagram handle. I just launched a TikTok. Do you guys do TikTok?
Not really.
I have a TikTok account, but somebody else runs it for me.
Friends in Fiction has one, but we haven't done much with Friends and FicTok.
I have to say, I had one and it was doing pretty well. And then during the whole like TikTok's gonna go away thing, I just deleted it because I got like weirded out about like and like having access to stuff. And I guess I didn't really realize like if you delete most of your profiles, you can get them back. You can't get it back. Like once it's deleted, it's gone.
Oh,
So that's how. Then when it came back, I was like, well, I'll start a new one. But of course, now I have like 120 followers on there, and I'm like, I'm not posting over there. Can't do it. Can't deal with it.
I mean, I have a profile because I need to see what my kids post on there, but I don't need another thing to get sucked into.
Yeah.
Right.
And it is crap. Like I don't even like I kind of y'all are probably all like this. Like I feel like at some point social media is like such a part of our job that it's not even like that fun. But I remember like one day being on TikTok and it was like they were just serving me like, kitten and puppy videos, like one after the other. And I looked down and I was like, it's been 27 minutes in the black hole of kitten and puppy videos. Like it's a totally different thing than like Instagram. Like
their algorithm works very quick.
Yeah.
Like, they get you down very fast. That's what my husband tells me because he has gone down the rabbit hole.
It's crazy. And
I
I
have
was
like
like,
super dialed in.
I will never do this again.
Yeah.
Well, Shawn, you're on there too, on Instagram and TikTok.
I guess. Yeah, we'll see.
I'll
I'm
go
mostly
look
in
at you, Shawn. I'll go look at you.
I'll go watch your
Yeah, Shawn, you're so good at these videos. You might have to start doing videography work for Friends in Fiction.
No kidding. I had the same thought. I was like, can we talk Shawn into doing more?
I know.
No, I think this kind of became, because yes, I do this podcast job, with you guys. I love it so much. And it became an excuse for me to kind of mess around with some of these like crazy editing tools that we have because no one is using it. And I'm like, well, I want to use that. What happens if you drop all these like GIFs in, or is it GIFs, whatever? I'm dropping in like GIF after GIF. I'm like, do they have a Snoop Dogg GIF? Yeah, they do. And I
Oh my God.
You gave yourself grills. I like it.
Oh yeah, that was a little bit of AI. It wasn't real. Just so you know, it wasn't my real grills.
Oh, wasn't it your real?
Oh no, I thought you had grills.
The cornrows.
Cornrows, yeah.
So, can you tell us a little bit about your musical resume? Because I'm not sure that a lot of our viewers know. I mean, like you've written the theme song for the Chelsea Handler show, for example.
So cool.
In my 20s, I played in rock bands in LA. In my 30s, I was in New York City playing in like more pop bands. And then I really got into producing. By the time I moved to Albuquerque, New Mexico, 2016, I wrote the theme song for Chelsea Handler, a Netflix show. It was a short-lived, like 2-season, but every time she'd be like, "Please welcome Jennifer Aniston," and my song would play. It was
so
cool. Yeah. So that was cool. And so to land here with that credit, I was able to kind of just like wipe the slate clean and go everywhere I went. I'm like, "Hi, I'm a Netflix composer," and I had to like build up a new network of people. And so I started scoring some films. I scored a couple feature films. And yeah, I did something for Star Wars and Fortnite. They had a little crossover trailer a couple years ago. I did that. I've done stuff for Amazon, YouTube, Revlon, Gatorade, blah, blah.
And Friends in Fiction.
But yeah, whoever wants to pay me, I just say, yeah.
That's like an excellent life strategy for people who want to eat.
Yes.
Yeah.
And pay their mortgage and rent.
Yeah.
Well, Shawn, I think I speak for all of us when I say how excited we are for you and how grateful we are that you decided to drop this on Patty's birthday. So we don't have to get her a present. This is like the gift for all of us, Patty.
You're welcome. No.
You wrote her a breakup song for her birthday.
Again, like I don't want to be the one to say there might be some dots to connect there, but I think
this is gonna create like some conspiracy theories on the internet. I can't wait.
Yeah.
We all love a good conspiracy theory. It's something to talk about.
As long as it involves aliens.
So, Shawn, we love you. We're so excited for this. And we all can't wait for everyone to hear your music.
Oh, thank you. You guys are the best.
We love you. All right. Well, since we were talking about music tonight, I thought it'd be fun to talk for just a few minutes about how we use or don't use music in our books. So we definitely will be coming back to Shawn and Meg. We have a lightning round at the end and some other stuff to talk about. But first, I wanted to ask you guys if you've ever written a musician character into a novel. And if so, why this idea appealed to you. So Patti, let's start with you, because I know I have read and loved The Perfect Love Song, which is one of your earlier novels, which has a musician as one of the main characters. Can you talk to us about that?
Yeah, I mean, I've always said, I mean, aside from the fact that I cannot sing or play an instrument, my dream has always been to be a country music star. So I don't have the skill set for that to happen. But it all started with my novel, When Light Breaks. There's a musician in that, and my main character is about to get married, but she's remembering her first love and how it went wrong. And there's a whole band in there. And then that is actually the offshoot of The Perfect Love Song. That is actually not so much a sequel, but kind of an outspurt of the best friend and the brother in When Light Breaks. And The Perfect Love Song is a holiday novella. So yes, twice I have written a musician into my novel, and who knows if I'll ever do it again. But I love music novels. I love them, like the new Wait for Me by Amy Jo Burns, Kissing the Sky by Lisa Patton. I mean, music novels are some of my favorites. But how about you, Kristy?
Yes, I love music novels too. It's actually really funny timing that you asked, because I have never written a musician. I too, like Patti, have none of the talent, but all of the desire to be a music star. But I have never written a musician before. And actually the book that I'm like frantically like editing and trying to spruce up right now has a musician in it for the first time ever.
Oh.
So it's funny timing that you should ask.
It's fun to write about, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah.
How about you, Kathy? Mary Kay?
You know, I have never written a musician character, mostly because I am so non-musical and I'm really intimidated by the talent of folks who actually make music. So I wouldn't even know where to begin to write about the process of creating music.
Yeah. What for me, I've done it like Patti. I've done it twice. In my 2008 book called The Art of French Kissing, I had a French pop star named Guillaume Riche, who is at the center of the novel. He's crazy. He's like known for his antics. And then in my book that comes out this July, Meet Me in Paris, one of the main characters in one of the main storylines is a musician who had a huge hit 30 years ago and has kind of faded into obscurity and is trying to make his big comeback, but is kind of dealing with the fact that his life has been shaped by this fame that he never really felt he earned. So yeah, it's a fun thing to write about, and it's definitely something I like to explore too.
Well, it helps too that you were a very famous drummer in high school.
Very, very famous.
Yes,
I mean,
Monica.
yeah, don't rush me and ask for my autograph all at once.
But she can actually sing. She can actually sing too, which is
Me? Oh, I cannot sing. I'm no.
we've heard you.
Yes,
We've
we
heard
can.
you sing. We heard you sing.
So,
Now it doesn't matter because auto-tune. So right.
Heard you on What the World Needs Now is Peachtree Bluff. Can't
Yeah.
say
We do that.
We all heard it. We need to recut that and put Shawn in.
Oh,
we really do. Oh my gosh. We should. I did it in such a rush. I didn't even think about it. We need to do that for sure. I was like, who are some suckers that'll do this like today?
Or let's just come up with another song that Peachtree Bluff fits into.
And then we'll do it.
Or we could sing Summer State of Mind.
Yeah, there we go.
Or road trip.
Yep.
Or
Or
Road
Meet Me in Paris.
For those songs.
Is there a Meet Me song? Isn't there a Meet Me song?
Well, there's Meet Me in St. Louis.
That's it. That's it.
Yeah, we just have to rewrite the lyrics. It's perfect.
there you go.
Or Meet Me in Paris.
We're gonna have to drag Paris out like a while, but we can do that.
We can do that.
Yeah.
We can say Paris, France. All right.
Oh,
Now that we've all written a song, how about when you're all actually writing novels? Do you listen to music when you're doing that? Like, have you made a soundtrack for a book? Mary Kay?
Oh, can I ask a question too?
Yes.
Yeah.
If you make a Spotify playlist or a playlist, I want to know, have you ever made it public and like promoted it? I'm just
Oh,
curious.
yeah.
Okay.
I don't think I have. Yeah,
gonna-
you know,
ask you how to do that because
Yeah, we're gonna make one for a road trip.
yeah.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. Oh, you know what we should do? We should put one of Shawn's songs on my
On every one of our Spotify lists.
Yep.
Oh God, I'm gonna crank up. Yeah, listens. That'll be great.
All right. Okay. Yeah. Now I don't listen to music because I'm so easily distracted when I'm writing. But now, as I mentioned, I am working on a soundtrack for a road trip based on a chapter in the book where my protagonist experiences traditional Irish music in a pub in Ireland. So, look out for Dropkick Murphys and the Pogues and some other artists.
Ooh, Gaelic Storm. Gaelic Storm is a good one too.
Oh,
Yep.
make a note of that.
You can't forget some U2.
Yep.
Oh, yeah, and you too. Yeah.
So I always make a Spotify playlist, like it's like a public one. I usually do a list for fresh fiction, and then I'll do like the Spotify list that like goes along with it so that people can go listen to it if they want to. But I don't usually listen to something while I'm writing, but I was trying to get in like this very specific, I was trying to incorporate this very specific like thing and mood and feeling into this book. And I made a little playlist and I've been listening to it, and it's kind of helpful actually. Like it's probably something I'll do more.
I've always thought about doing it, and every time I have music on when I'm writing, I get distracted by the music.
Yeah.
So like the only thing I can really put on is music with no words, which isn't really the kind of music I typically listen to. So yeah, like if there are lyrics in the background, I find myself listening to and thinking about the lyrics.
I have music on in the house all day long. My
She
kids make
does.
fun of me. But not when I'm writing, unless it's instrumental. I did play some, like when I was writing The Story She Left Behind, I did play some like Gaelic because I don't understand the words, and some British like background music to get in the mood, but I don't. And when I am listening, all over the place, from 70s rock to country to love songs, swooning, all over the place.
Awesome.
Okay, now, if you were going to write a song like Shawn, everybody, what would it be about, and what kind of music, what kind of genre would it be? Meg?
Oh God, I love music, and I also have it on in my house all the time. And I can't stand when I go somewhere and it's silent and there's no music. I'm like, what's wrong with this place is there's no music. But I don't think I have the faintest idea of how to write a song. If I were to write something, I think it would be like, I love songs about place. So maybe like an ode to the Jersey Shore or something.
Oh, I love that.
I know an artist who does that.
I know. I'm like, between Bruce and Bon Jovi, the market is kind of cornered on Jersey songs.
That's true.
Yeah, so it's not that. There may be something angry and political. I don't know.
And how many concerts do you think you go to a year, Meg?
I don't know. A lot.
Yeah, maybe
In
concerts.
total, I could never. A lot.
Okay, Kristy, what about you?
Well, I've mentioned this on the show before, but I have this recurring dream that I run into James Taylor at a resort in the Bahamas. I'm going to the Bahamas. Maybe it's going to be this week that I run into him and he asks me to write a song with him. So, I mean, that's probably going to happen. And I will just take direction from him because he's been doing this for a while. So,
We'll probably ask you to co-write a song with him. So,
oh yeah, I mean, obviously, I wouldn't keep having that dream if it wasn't going to happen, Meg. Like that's just fine.
You'll just follow his lead.
Yeah.
Are you just trying to make Shawn feel bad that he's not writing with Snoop Dogg now? Is that what this is about?
Well,
It could happen. We could put that in manifest.
Yeah, you got to convert these opportunities a little bit better. So we'll talk about it.
hold on. Can I interject now? Because last night I had drinks with my friend who knows Snoop, and I said, "Send him my video," and he goes, "Yeah, maybe."
Oh.
Snoop needs to see that video.
Okay, Patti,
This.
Patti, what kind of music song would you write?
Mine would probably be a little bluegrass, the old kind of country, not the like, I have a pickup truck and some beer country. Like an old bluegrass full of longing, like a good Alison Krauss song, like Dimming of the Day. Do y'all know that one?
Yes. No, but Nothing at All is like one of my favorite songs.
Everybody go after this is done and look up Dimming of the Day and listen to Alison Krauss sing that.
How about
And then
you,
you're
Kristin?
listening to the Alison Krauss Taylor Swift duet. of Nothing at All. It's like this Taylor's like,
What? They did a duet?
it's not like real, like I don't know, it's just like on YouTube, but she's like a little girl. It's amazing.
I love Alison
I
Krauss.
do.
And I came across it accidentally. Like it wasn't like I didn't even know it existed, and it just like popped up for me on YouTube.
Awesome.
How about you, Kristin? What song would you write?
So in the book that comes out in July, Meet Me in Paris, that I was telling you about, the character who was a singer, one of the other characters is a songwriter, like who's almost 100 years old, and he wrote this song called City of Light. The actual original title of the novel when I was working on it was City of Light. And I have the lyrics for that song like all through the novel. Like it's a big piece of the novel and I can hear it in my head. So I think if I ever had the courage and had a little bit more talent, which I don't, I would write that song. So yeah, it would have like a very 90s vibe to it. How about you, Kathy, MKA?
Well, I think my song would be a banger called the I Can't Remember How to Write a Fucking Book Blues.
I would play that on repeat. That would be.
If you write that, I'll sing back up.
Well, Shawn, I think that would chart, don't you?
Yes.
I think that would chart.
Chart. Yes.
Chart.
It would chart. Yeah. All right, guys, let's do a super fast lightning round.
Hold on. I have a graphic still.
Let's just pretend Ron is you.
Yeah.
I'm understudy. I'm Rod's
I
understudy.
don't think that's my headshot from like 11 years ago.
I forgot we had that graphic. All right. The first question is something we've all answered here before, but since we're talking about music, I'll ask again with no editorializing. What was your very first concert? Kathy, Mary Kay.
Well, it was so long ago, I can't really remember whether it was Steppenwolf or Iron Butterfly, but it was definitely 1970, a car date, my first probably car date with a boy at the Curtis Hickson Auditorium in Tampa.
I love that.
Amazing. Shawn,
Aerosmith, 1994.
Patti,
Air Supply, 1970 something.
Kristy,
The Wallflowers, I don't know what year, like 1997,
fun. Kristin.
Paul McCartney, 1989.
Oh, good one.
That is a good one.
Meg.
Well, this is so me, but Bruce Springsteen, 1979 at the Capitol Theater in Passaic, New Jersey. My mom took me when I was 8 or 9 years old.
Oh my
That
God.
is
Amazing.
And how about your best concert, Patti?
The Eagles at the Sphere with Vince Gill singing Glenn Frey.
Okay.
Well, it's a tie. Aretha Franklin at the Chastain Park Amphitheater or 1972 James Taylor touring on Sweet Baby James with an unknown Carole King as the warm-up act.
Oh,
Wow.
Right before Tapestry was dropped.
Wow.
Incredible.
All right, Shawn.
Last October, I paid way too much money to be 19 rows from Paul McCartney.
Wow.
Hey!
Meg.
Absolutely, without a doubt, last July when we went to Manchester, England to see the Oasis 2025 reunion tour. It was phenomenal. And I don't know how much anyone follows this stuff online, if it fits in your algorithm, but I think that people who didn't go are so sick of hearing from people who did about how great it was. There's actually a movie coming out, like a tour movie a la Taylor Swift. Yeah,
That's
That's
awesome.
amazing.
phenomenal.
All right, Kristin, what about you?
Pink. I've seen her live twice, and the show she puts on is like breathtaking. It's like Cirque du Soleil, but also the best concert you've ever seen. It's amazing. How about you, Kristy?
I mean, I hate to cheat on my boyfriend, James, but y'all, the Eras tour was,
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it was unbelievable. Like it was almost 4 hours of like, I mean,
Yeah.
it was unbelievable.
Everyone I know who saw it says the same thing.
Yeah.
That and
Yeah.
Harry Styles too.
Oh, yeah, that'd be awesome.
When you started pouring rain when she was singing Enchanted, and I will like never forget it. It was unbelievable. Anyway, okay.
Oh, that's amazing. Okay, so how about this? First musician you ever had a crush on, like back when you were a kid? How about you, Shawn? Did you ever have a musician crush when you were a kid?
Of course. Yeah, I have three that just popped in my brain. Debbie Gibson, Paula Abdul, Janet Jackson.
Right?
Paula Abdul.
Yes.
Oh, gosh.
Right there.
That's awesome. How about you, Kristy?
I don't know. You're gonna have to come back to me. I can't think of that one. Isn't that weird?
Not James Taylor. He's a little
Well,
old.
No, yeah. 'Cause I loved him in high school, but in like not in like
Yeah.
yeah.
How about you, Meg? Musician crush?
Embarrassing, but we're talking about very first as a child. Definitely
Yeah.
Shawn Cassidy.
Sean Cat, that's not embarrassing.
I had the poster and everything. He was pretty with his like feathered hair.
Yes. How about you, Patti?
Well, to follow up on Meg, like I had the poster and everything, David Cassidy.
Yeah.
Amazing. Okay. Mary Kay?
Paul McCartney. I used to sign my name, Mrs. Paul McCartney.
That's adorable.
That's funny because I was Mrs. Donnie Wahlberg in all my notebooks from the 5th grade.
Wow.
Life comes full circle, Christian.
There's the go.
Okay, everybody. How about your favorite band or musician from your teens or 20s? Patti?
Everybody can guess. I probably don't even need to answer, but Billy Joel.
Oh, that was a good concert too, Billy Joel.
Yeah.
Meg?
I can't keep bringing up Bruce Springsteen. So I think I'll say the Grateful Dead only because that was a very
Formative.
big part of my 20s when I went to 26 Grateful Dead concerts.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
I was a deadhead. Who knew?
I was all through college. Yeah.
Do you have a bumper sticker?
Oh my God, my Volkswagen Rabbit was covered in Grateful Dead stickers. My mother was like, you know, that makes you a magnet for getting pulled over. And she was right. I got a lot of points on my license.
Hilarious.
Kristy?
This is like earlier than that. This is more like elementary school, but I just remember like laying on the floor in my playroom and having my cassette tape and memorizing like all the Whitney Houston and Mariah Carey songs with my friends, like when those albums look and just being like obsessed with them. I don't remember my teens and 20s like being as obsessed with anyone as we were like with them.
Yeah.
Kristin?
In 1997, I got hooked on the band Sister Hazel, whose song All For You was like a huge song that year. Like I actually have learned recently that it was the most played song of 1998, which who knew?
Wow.
But all these years later, I still love that band. So, but that love affair began when I was 18.
Awesome.
That's a great
Shawn?
song. It takes you back to that time period.
Yeah, it sure does. Yeah.
Mine were Beatles, Weezer, Ben Folds 5. Anyone remember them?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Wilco.
Yeah.
Those were like the 4 I listened to. The
Oh,
most.
Wilco, is that what you said?
Yeah, they're coming to Albuquerque, so I'm going to see them in like 2 months.
Cool.
Okay, so mine, it's a tie between, I really thought I knew, but then I thought some more. All time would have to be Allman Brothers. Eat a Peach, I think, is the soundtrack of my teen and early 20s years. And then switch over from that to Sly and the Family Stone, Hot Fun in the Summertime, and Movie Room. I told you I couldn't sing.
Yeah.
All right. Now we're going to switch out of childhood crushes and childhood bands and formative years and bring us up to date into the year 2026. So, what is one that fills up your playlists other than Shawn, which will now be on repeat?
Yes.
Starting on the ominous day of March 20th. Other than Shawn here, what fills up your playlist, Meg?
I'm just going to say Oasis. I can't get enough. I can't
Okay.
get enough. I listen to them constantly and I belt it out as loud as I can.
Kristin?
Yeah, it's probably Sister Hazel. I still listen to a lot of Beatles. I listen to a lot of Pink, but it's probably mostly stuff for the 90s, headlined by Sister Hazel.
Even
on my
now.
playlist.
Okay.
Yeah.
How about you, Mary Kay?
Well, you know, I'm such a dinosaur. I listen to the 60s on 6 in my car, but you know,
Well, I do too.
So do I. 60s on 6 is one of my favorite stations.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right on the bridge.
I'm sorry to steal from Kristy, but you know, if there is somebody who's still recording now, it would be James Taylor.
Yeah. Same.
How
I
about
mean,
you, Kristin?
probably me too. Just like my go-to.
Okay.
But anything 60s and 70s, and I love all the really like folk inspired country that's coming out right now. Like
Yes.
the more like the bonfire stick. Like I like all that right now.
Yeah. How about you, Shawn?
I've been listening to The Cure a lot.
Oh, nice.
Love The Cure. And if anyone likes this kind of Bob Dylan-esque stripped back, gravelly voice, folk music, there's a guy called The Tallest Man on Earth who I listen to all the time. He's Swedish. The first
Okay.
2 albums is just him and a guitar before he gets the whole band. The first 2 albums are the best.
Okay, I know.
Wow.
Okay, I gotta go look. I'm writing it.
It's
I'm
your-
Well, leaning Kristy towards that folky like country. I have a Chris Stapleton station, and I love nearly everything they play on there. So
Yeah, he's good. I listened to the Nathaniel Ratliff and the Night Sweats station.
and it's pretty much that you get both those songs on
yes, and there's a lot of Chris Stapleton and Lucas Nelson. Yeah, that's my lane. Very narrow, very specific lane of country music. I
I was
like.
gonna say, Meg, I thought you hated country music, but
No,
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 really, you have like a lot more. I feel like the country music that you hate is almost not even like really country music anymore.
I know. I think she doesn't know what they like. When I make her
Yeah.
travel with me, we listen to
Oh, I
Chris
hate
Stapleton.
most
And,
of it.
yeah.
I'm sorry. I have to interject. Meg, as a Bruce Springsteen person, have you heard this Philly band, The War on Drugs?
No.
They're so good. They're so
All right. Write them
them
down.
Wow. Yeah.
Tallest man on earth, more on drugs.
Yeah. There you go.
All right. Well, I think we're all 5 going to be Shawn groupies now too. So
Yes.
I hope you don't mind if we shift our musical obsessions over to you.
Yes, let's
Yeah.
get us and follow him around. And
Favorite.
I
Oh,
know. I
Emily.
know.
You
Meg's
have
putting
to.
stickers all over her bumper for Shawn. It's gonna be
Yup.
great. Yeah.
gonna start getting pulled over all the time again.
Yes.
People have now heard about Shawn at Snoop, so it's like
Yep.
I did not do anything illegal with Snoop Dogg. I just wrote an elder.
Well, we established it's illegal. And
Shawn, we're trying to sell you albums. Shh.
I mean, I
all
totally.
right, guys.
told-
This
never
has
mind.
been so fun. We do like to keep these Just Us episodes kind of short, so we're going to wrap things up. But do not forget to sign up for our Substack if you haven't already. And for sure, do not forget to join us for a very special live
Ooh.
episode next week featuring 2 of the hottest books in America, Theo of Golden and The Correspondence.
We are so excited for this episode, and I can't wait to see the synergy between these 2 authors who are both occupying the number 1 slot on every list right now. So they will meet for the first time on our show next week.
Yeah. And don't forget to check out our website, friendsandfiction.com, for a link to our 2026 subscription box, which features new signed hardcover releases from 3 of us this year. Kristy, Summer State of Mind is coming in early May. My Road Trip is coming in early June. Kristen's going to meet us in Paris, and that will hit shelves at the end of July.
And y'all, that box is like probably 75% sold out, like maybe even 80. So, and when
Yeah,
it's
not
done, it's done because the merch committee is not making any more merch. So we're almost there. So get those orders done. Okay. And do not forget, speaking of merch, to order Shawn's new single. So Shawn, can you tell us the name again and where to find it one more time?
Sure. The song is called Memory from a Dream. That's with Memory with 1 Y. And the
Okay.
artist name is Memory with 2 Ys.
Okay.
Why?
Why? Yeah.
We're going to make us a little video for social that like shows everyone exactly where and how to download.
Oh,
Definitely. Yeah.
Okay. And don't forget to meet us back here next week for one of our biggest shows of the year.
Thanks to all of you out there for being with us. We'll see you next time.
Bye.
Bye, everyone.
Bye, everyone.
Thank you for tuning in. You can join us every week on Facebook or YouTube, where our live show airs on Wednesday nights at 7 p.m. Eastern Time. Also, subscribe to our podcast and follow us on Instagram.